Hey everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today we explore a breath technique called lion's breath. So this breath practice is really great for relieving tension in our jaw. It works wonders on calming down the nervous system. So if you're feeling stressed or anxious, this breath practice may be a really good one for you. It can also give us that extra boost that we are looking for, whether that be a boost in confidence, energy, self-esteem, you name it. So it may look a little silly, it may feel a little silly, but it can be very effective. In terms of items, feel free to bring along with you a blanket or a pillow. All right, let's get started. Okay friends, so we can do this practice on a couch, on a chair. You can come on down to the ground, finding a cross-legged position, or you can join me on the knees. And I'm also going to take a folded up blanket. I'm going to place it behind the backs of my knees here, so feel free to do so, or you can use a pillow. Let's bring our big toes together and our heels are going to spill out a little bit here. We're kind of creating a little seat for our bum to sit in. All right, so this just helps us sit up a little bit taller, creates a little bit more space in the lower half of our body, and just makes us pose a little bit more comfortable to sit in. Okay, let's just start to loop our shoulders a few times here, inviting the shoulders to relax, our chest to become nice and open. Great, and once you've done a few of those, let's just tuck in our chin slightly, encouraging that length in the back of our neck. You can also visualize that we have a string attached to the crown of our head, and it is encouraging us to sit up a little bit taller in this posture. So before we just jump right on into lion's breath, we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up first. So let's breathe on in through our nose, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth with the mouth open like this, and we're going to make an audible exhale sound. Okay, let's try this 3 times. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So whenever I do this, I kind of imagine that I'm fogging up a mirror or a window. So maybe you want to give that a try again with that image in mind. Breathing on in through the nose and then out through the mouth. All right, just notice how you feel just from doing that simple breath action. I know for me, I'm already feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit more calm and relaxed. So that's always a bonus. Okay, so we're here to do lion's breath, right? Come on, like that's why you clicked on the video. So we'll get right to it now. So I'm going to walk us step by step through this breath technique and then also the posture as well. So let's start off by figuring out what our hands will be doing in this breathing technique. So let's place our hands on our lap, just directly above our kneecaps here. We're going to breathe on in through our nose, and as we do, our hands will be sliding up our thighs towards our body. And then on an exhale, which will be through the mouth, we will be sliding those hands down our thighs, and as we do this action, our fingers are going to spread nice and wide. You can visualize like a cat or a lion stretching out their paws as they do this, or as we do this. Okay, so let's breathe on in through the nose, and then exhale out through the mouth, stretching out those fingers. Okay, so that is what our hands will be doing. Our mouth, well, it'll be open, and the tongue will be sticking out towards the ground. Okay, so maybe you just want to play around with that, just loosening up the jaw or encouraging the jaw to relax a little bit more. Now, in terms of our eyes, in traditional lion's breath, lion's pose, the eyes crisscross. So they kind of look where the third eye exists, which is right between the eyebrows. So you can give that a try, or if you would like, what I personally like to do is I just simply look on up towards the sky when I'm doing this breath practice. Okay, So I will demonstrate this and then we're going to give it a try. All right, keep an open mind, see what happens. Okay, are you ready? Let's just jump right into it. So I encourage you to do this at your own pace, following your own breath, and let's try this 3 times. Take it away. Okay, once you have done 3, perhaps just notice like what your shoulders were doing during that. I find that whenever I'm inhaling in, my shoulders kind of creep on up towards my ears and then I loop them a little bit, and then on the exhale, I relax them down. So maybe that's something that you noticed. Also, I find, I'm going to just turn my body so that way you can see me from another angle. I also find that when I do this, when I breathe on in, and then when I exhale out, I kind of arch my back a little bit. You can probably see that in my low back. So we're doing a little bit of a pelvic tilting action when we do this lion's breath. So that's just something to consider as you play around with this. Okay, so now let's bring our big toes to touch if they weren't already there. And our knees are gonna go a little bit wider than hip distance apart. If you can still keep that blanket nestled in here or that pillow, whatever you brought with you to the practice. Okay, let's place our hands directly out in front of us and our wrists will be roughly in line with our shoulders here. So feel free to stay here, nice and lifted. Or what you can do is you can turn your fingers in towards your body. You can play around with that. If you've never done that before, just be very mindful and careful as you explore this. You may want to just try one hand at a time just to see how that feels. Okay, so we're going to be doing lion's breath from here, or you can be here, or you can be here, okay? Choose your variation, choose your option. Let's try 3 of these, shall we? And again, you can do it at your own pace, following your own breath. Wonderful. Make your way out of the posture nice and mindfully. You can place your item off to the side. Come to sit on your bum and just give the legs a little bit of a shake. Perhaps shake out the hands as well. Wonderful. So before we end today's practice, I just invite us all to just take a moment to notice how we feel. So again, we're all going to come to this practice with different experiences, different feelings. We're also going to leave this practice feeling something a little bit different too. So perhaps you're feeling a little bit lighter, more energized. Perhaps your nervous system feels calm, you feel relaxed, or maybe you just feel really silly, goofy, or maybe you just laughed at me the entire time because my face looked really weird. You know, we all have different experiences, and I would love, love, love to hear about your experiences in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so already, kindly subscribe to Yoga with Rachel, as it is the best way to support free yoga content for all. You can also ring that notification bell to be notified of new video uploads to the channel. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's practice, and kindly share this video with someone that you believe would benefit from this breath practice. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. I appreciate you. Take good care, and bye for now.